Hey y'all, Citizen here. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I last posted a long form video. The last few months or so have been dominated by me posting short form. So yeah, it's finally good to be back, and I got a very interesting topic for today's video. So, Forza Horizon 6. It's been nearly a month as of probably me posting this video that the game's been out, and it's not really hard to say that this was a very anticipated game, both inside the racing game community and even in the Xbox and whole gaming community. It's been a real long time since we last got a good racing game, The last few games have been unfinished, very buggy, or just had some issue that's been staggering it down. And a lot of these other games usually also are very niche compared to Forza Horizon. So yeah, that's brought a lot of good things, and a lot of new people who wouldn't even be car enthusiasts or racing game enthusiasts coming into playing a racing game for the first time. But also a lot of things that kind of just grind my gears watching streamers and stuff play these games, and kind of just really grind my gears as a car enthusiast. But yeah, before we get into the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, if you like this video, be sure to share it with everybody. Tell me how I can improve it. But let's get back to it. Now, y'all might be wondering where I get the authority to talk about this subject. Well, I've been playing this game ever since I was a kid, ever since I probably remember playing Forza Horizon 3. That was my first game. I remember watching Forza Horizon 2 all the time, and I eventually got Horizon 2 and 1. And I've been playing all the earlier Forza games a lot, and I currently have been playing quite a bit of Horizon 5. So I do have a lot of experience. Even outside of Horizon, I do play a lot of Forza Motorsport games. So I'm pretty big into the Forza Horizon scene. So even though I haven't really played Horizon 6 yet, I think I can give y'all some good tips and tricks, especially if you're new to racing games in general, because I'm a massive racing game whore. So here are 6 tips for Forza Horizon 6. Now, the first point I want to talk about is wheel setups and how you don't really need them. I know a lot of these big streamers who just started playing Forza Horizon and first started playing racing games. They usually have a lot of these massive Thrustmaster setups, but honestly, you don't really need them. A controller will do really well, and honestly, controllers are kind of the best for racing games. You can even play on a keyboard, and while it's not the best, it is still possible. And there are some people out there who are really good at keyboards, so yeah. But sticking to controls, a wheel is going to add more immersion and make you feel better, but it's not always going to make you faster. One big trait that can make you faster is shifting, and in the settings you can change between automatic and manual for difficulties. And honestly, having a manual shifting on a controller can make you way faster than some of these guys who have Thrustmasters but keep it on automatic. The second massive point I want to talk about is racing cleanly without ramming into people. This is especially in online races. Please learn to brake. Please, okay? It doesn't matter, especially online races. You don't need to always get first place. Yeah, I understand on offline races you might somewhat get lazy, but online races, please learn to drive. Honestly, first learn how to drive in slower powered cars. I know Forza Horizon doesn't really have license systems like Gran Turismo does and license tests, but that would really help because oh my god, on online races, it is literal cancer trying to race with all of these people. So I'd recommend first trying to race well in C or D class vehicles, sometimes even B class vehicles, and then learn how to drive clean and then proceed on with faster and faster vehicles. You can only learn to run after you walk, okay? So take it slowly and don't just rush into high powered cars. Also learn to brake and learn to like take corners properly. Your name is not Ross Chastain. You can't just wall ride every single goddamn wall. But yeah, if you're playing online, please learn to drive cleanly. But for my third point, I want to get into a little bit more of a softer note, and which is to try to learn about the history and the significance of your car that you're driving. Now, every car in Forza Horizon, and I mean every single car, has some kind of history and significance with it. Yes, even the F450 that's in the game, that has history behind it, behind the Ford F series. And you know, you might just suddenly get interested in learning about these vehicles. I know there used to be features where you could actually look through specifications and have voice narrations, but I don't think they're in the game anymore. But I implore y'all to look out and check on like Google, Wikipedia, heck, even use ChatGPT and learn how the history behind a lot of these vehicles, because they're honestly very fascinating. Another point I want to mention for point 4 is to try to go outside your comfort zone when it comes to the types of vehicles you like. You know, I know there's a lot of people who love the exotic car bubble, and it makes sense, honestly, because if you aren't into cars, the first type of vehicle you would always see as like the cool car is honestly exotic vehicles, and it makes sense. But I implore y'all to go look at all the boring cars that you guys seem to skip out on. Sometimes they can modify them and you can make them really good, you know, which brings me nicely onto my 5th point of try building cars instead of constantly buying new cars and keeping them stock. You know, a lot of these other like more quote unquote niche cars can sometimes be built and modified really well into basically being able to beat stock supercars in races. And I've been modding and tuning cars for a while in these Forza games, and I've always, ever since whenever I get into a new Forza Horizon game, the first thing I love to modify is either a Mitsubishi Lancer Evo or a Nissan GTR, because those cars are so well built. But I also like to go out and start like building muscle cars or building, you know, hatchbacks, and like the Sierra Cosworth, that's one I'm working on right now. But yeah, try building them. And that reels on again to my 6th point of have fun with modifying cars. You know, don't always V12 all-wheel drive swap your vehicles with Forza Aero just because it's meta. Sometimes it's not just about having a car that's like super good at races or having a car that wins every race, you know, because sometimes it's good to keep that personality. Sometimes it's good to make a car or modify a car with the stock engines and stock drivetrain, and I like to do that a lot. I don't really like modifying while having like just swapping out engines, because I feel like that sometimes removes from the engine characteristics. And I might actually make videos soon whenever I get Forza Horizon 6 on like tuning guides, and let me know if y'all want to see that. But yeah, that's my more peaceful like tips to enjoy Forza Horizon. Be sure to stay safe out there, enjoy it, and let me know what y'all think. Thank y'all for watching this video, and I'll see y'all very soon. Bye.